Hey, what's going on, everybody? I want to do another one of these videos that I've done in the past. We're coming into the fall season. Hummingbird migration is getting ready to get started. And this is one of those buyer beware type videos where I want to show you what I ordered on Amazon thinking, hey, for the price, maybe this is a good deal. And then it came in and I realized, honestly, it's total garbage compared to the real thing. So I'm going to try and do this one-handed. I apologize. I need to invest in a tripod or a better system over here. But I'm going to pull these out and I'm going to show you what I ordered on Amazon. And what came in, the quality of it, and then I'm going to show you what the real feeder looks like. That this Amazon kind of Chinese copy is supposed to be. So this is the Chinese copy. Notice the thickness of the metal. Notice the size of it. Notice the thickness of the hook. These are the Hummingbird, sugar water holders that come with it. The holes on them, I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see this. Let me walk out into the sun, get you some better light here. The holes on these things are way too big for hummingbirds. I have a feeling that you're gonna have a problem with different types of insects getting in there. But they're big, they're larger than they need to be. It's all plastic and it's a very cheap, thin plastic. But anyway, that's what it looks like. I'm gonna come back over to the table. When you put the lid on it and put it inside of the holder, what you end up with is a feeder that looks like this. And I'm not saying, listen, you get what you pay for, is the point of this video. This is what it looks like. This is the thickness. It's not heavy at all. It is metal. This is metal. This is all plastic. But that's what the Amazon version looks like from this, seller that there's a few of them out there. They go under different names. They kind of like show up, disappear, and then resurface under a different name. But this is their product. I'm gonna leave it sitting here, and now I'm gonna pause my video and I'm gonna open up what the real version looks like. And this is a product that's made in the United States that I've owned for years and used before. First of all, notice the packaging that it comes in. This is one feeder. But anyway, I'm gonna take this out. I'm gonna pull it out of the box and I'm gonna show you what the real version looks like, and then we'll compare it side by side to the cheap version that was picked up off of Amazon from a Chinese seller. So stay tuned. Let me open this up and then we'll look at it. Okay, I just opened up the real product and I laid it over here on the table side by side so you can see what the real feeder looks like versus the Chinese copy. The one thing I will say with this is it's real glass and it is super heavy. This is the lid to it. It actually has the company name etched into the glass. I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see that or not. I always thought that was kind of a nice detail. The other thing is notice the size of the holes on the real one. Those are actually cut the right size, a little bit narrower, where you can tell someone put some thought into it with regards to what hummingbirds look for in a feeder and what's going to prevent other critters from getting in there and getting to the sugar water. But anyway, that's the real lid. Again, that's made of glass. The container that it sits in, the dish that it sits in, is made of glass, and it is very thick. Look at the thickness of that glass. Take a look at the copy next to it. The size difference and also the thickness difference of the plastic on the copy versus the glass. This is your copy. This is the real thing. Again, very heavy duty metal construction, just like the copy, but the thickness is way thicker. And when you hang it, there's a good weight to it. That's important because once it's hung, if you get a strong wind blowing, your feeder's not gonna go all over the place and your nectar, your sugar water is gonna spill everywhere. So you wanna have some weight in this holder, but you also wanna have weight in the container that's holding your sugar water, because again, you don't wanna have sugar water spilling all over the ground, because then you're gonna have a real mess, not only with you know, sticky sugar all over, but also it's going to attract ants. So just again, side comparison, be careful when you're shopping out there. Remember, when it comes to Hummingbird products, you get what you pay for. If you see something on Amazon and you think it looks like the real feeder and it's just a cheap Amazon version, but it's gonna be great, a lot of times when you get it in, you realize now the quality is actually very lacking compared to the original. So just remember, sometimes it's better to invest more, get the better feeder in, and especially when it comes to the birds, they're gonna like it a lot more. It's gonna be a lot less maintenance for you. This one being made out of glass is awesome because when you take it down and you wanna clean it, you can just throw it in the dishwasher and it's super easy to clean. You never have to worry about your color fading out of it. The only thing with glass is you gotta be careful because if you were to drop it, it's obviously gonna shatter. But you get what you pay for. Don't take the cheap way out this hummingbird season, and hope you have a lot of success out there and attract lots of birds. Hope this video was helpful. Take care. Catch you next time. Here's a little side-by-side comparison. The real feeder versus the Chinese copy that's available on Amazon. You notice the Chinese copy is blowing in the wind because it's so light. Notice the thickness. Notice the size of the container that holds the sugar water. Notice how big the holes are for the hummingbirds. Way too big for hummingbirds. Versus the real thing. It's not moving at all. Real thick metal construction. Very heavy glass dish with a glass lid, and the holes are the perfect size for hummingbirds. So again, just be careful when you're shopping. Remember, most of the time you get what you pay for.